Hello and welcome everybody to another Duskmourn House of Horror draft. We are close. Aetherdrift is right around the corner. I'm starting to see some advertisements for Aetherdrift. Well, actually, I'm not seeing it right now. But anyways, we've seen some spoiler cards, so it's just around the corner. But for now, Duskmourn is kind of the only game in town, along with Wilds of Eldraine Quick Draft. If you liked Wilds of Eldraine, just let me know in the comments below if you're interested in more Wilds of Eldraine content. But for now, Duskmourn, House of Horror, and we are currently at 159. So definitely climbing here as we kind of free fell into the 800s. So glad to be back in the 100s at least. Hopefully we can do better in this draft. Now, before we head in this draft, I just wanted to say that this video is brought to you by TCGplayer.com. Check out TCGplayer.com for all your TCG singles and sealed product needs. Whether or not you want to pre-order a box of Aetherdrift, you want to buy some singles to round out your constructed decks, TCGplayer.com is the place to go. And make sure you click that affiliate link in the description below before you make any purchases. Additionally, go to heavyplay.com for premium Magic the Gathering supplies and accessories. If you want top-of-the-line deck boxes, playmats, sleeves, dice boxes, and more, go to heavyplay.com/paulcheon for 10% off your first order. Additionally, they're going to have a presence at basically every Magic-related convention out there. So if you do see them at the booth, they'll give you that discount in person as well. So make sure you swing by and say hi. All right, here we go. All right, Signpost Uncommon, Sick Rare Overlord. What about an Overlord? What about a Leyline? It's not an Overlord. We're not going to take Leyline of Hope here, sadly. At Uncommon, we do have 4, and the best one by far is Fear of Burning Alive. There's Double Clockwork Percussionist, which is a really, really solid common, along with Final Vengeance, which is a really good removal spell, assuming you build around it. So in Black Red specifically, it's very good, or if you have a deck with a bunch of rooms, then Final Vengeance can be really good. But I think Fear of Burning Alive is the far more exciting first pick here, so I'm going to take that and see if we can draft maybe some kind of fun Delirium deck. It doesn't take much. You can kind of put this in basically any deck, but black-red or red-green is kind of where you want to be to make sure that you can get Delirium in a timely manner here. And wow, what better way to follow up Phoba than with a Wildfire Wickerfolk, right? I mean, what else is in this pack? There is a Manifest Dread, I suppose, which is also good, but I mean, this is one of the best Signpost Uncommon payoff type cards. This thing is just so absurd. You play this on turn 2 or you draw it late in the game, it gets in for lots and lots of damage. And especially with the first pick Fear of Burning Alive, this seems like a very easy Wildfire Wickerfolk here. Moving on to pack 3, Midnight Mayhem is a card that really stands out as a fantastic card in Boros aggressive strategies. There's just lots of ways to kind of, if we took the Lionheart Glimmer, then this would be really awesome, right? You play this and then the Glimmer on turn 5 and you can get in for a lot. But given our start, I don't think Midnight Mayhem is the best follow-up card. I think for us, I'm probably just want to take the Wickerfolk Thresher. Now, this card is just fine. It looks like a bomb, 4 mana for a 5/4 with Delirium upside, but I think it's a solid card, but not like an insane crazy bomb. 4 toughness, Glassworks kills it, etc., etc. Midnight Mayhem certainly the stronger card, but of course with our red-green Delirium start, I think it makes sense to take the Thresher here instead of taking the pivot card into red-white. All right, we are now in pack 1, pick 4, and we have a very, very interesting pick to make here. There is Wickerfolk Thresher number 2, Monstrous Emergence, and Clockwork Percussionist. I'm not really sure what I want to take here. It might be Monstrous Emergence just because I need a sorcery and I want an interactive spell. Like I said, I don't really care about the second Wickerfolk Thresher. People are going to go nuts over this pick, by the way. But yeah, let's just take the Monstrous Emergence here just because I already have a few big creatures already. And I just want to make sure that I have a way to kill some creatures, get some stuff out of the way, and give myself a little bit of diversity here. A second Thresher is nice, but there's a lot of good 4-mana plays where I don't necessarily need to start with 2 4-mana plays in my deck. I'd rather just take the cheap interactive spell. Here we have House Cartographer, Ticket Booth, Flesh Burrower, and Terramorphic Expanse. I'm kind of looking at Ticket Booth or Cartographer here, probably. I really like Ticket Booth. I'm just going to take it here. House Cartographer, honestly, it's a little overrated in my opinion. I do like the fact that this gives you an enchantment when you self-mill. It helps you with Delirium. There's just, and that you're kind of aggressively slanted, and the double strike is also quite nice in the late game. We'll put this in the 3-mana slot here, and say its name, we will absolutely slam. We are looking to get Delirium. We already have 3 Delirium cards, so very, very happy to pick that up. Noting that there is a late Glimmerburst. This card is also quite strong. But liking our setup here so far. Wow, look at this. Is red and green open? That is a 7th pick Wickerfolk Thresher with a Monstrous Emergence. Here, I will take the Piggy Bank. I think this card is just premium. 2 mana for a 3/2 artifact creature that can potentially ramp you. And we have cards worthy of ramping. Being an artifact creature is also really nice for Delirium. And so this gives me another good play on turn 2. And yeah, that's a lot of Wickerfolk Threshers that we've passed. Moving on to pack 1, pick 8, we have Winter Misanthropic Guide, which I don't think is a particularly great card. So for me, it's between Hand That Feeds and Bashful Beastie. And you know what? I think Bashful Beastie could be a slightly better card, but I'm just going to focus on the low end of my mana curve here. We have lots of ways to get Delirium. Both Percussionist tabled with the Final Vengeance. That is outrageous. All right, well, let's take the Percussionist here. And, now we could be leaning more into the aggressive end of the spectrum. Manifest Dread also tabled. This is ridiculous. Red, black, and green are I guess everybody's just drafting blue-white enchantments. Okay, well, I am happy with this. I'll take the Razor Trap Gorge in case we open a Swarm Weaver. Okay, this is wishful thinking, but certainly have enough playables where we don't need a Cryptid Inspector here. And what am I even cutting so far? I don't even know. This deck's looking really solid. Wow, Percussionist, Monstrous Emergence. I'm going to take another Monstrous Emergence. I'm not like a super aggressive red deck, and I just feel like I want to make sure that I have the cheap interaction here. Flesh Burrower here as well. Holy cow, this is nuts. We have way too many cards. This is not normal. What do I do? Okay, well, a lot of good blue and white cards in this pack, sadly. Toby is awesome, but it's white. Trapped in the Screen, awesome. White. Midnight Mayhem, white. Unable to Scream, blue. Yeah, you're getting a lot of really good statements out of me here. You know, I'm just going to take Say Its Name. Doesn't feel great, but I don't really care to speculate on any of these other removal effects. And Say Its Name is going to be good here, so let's go ahead and take that. All right. Oof. Flood Pitch Drowner, goodness. There's also Most Valuable Slayer and Manifest Dread. And like I said, I mean, there's no real reason to go into a third color here if I don't have to. Don't have any sacrifice for Vengeful Possession. We have a lot of creatures that look to curve out. So, and I have a million 2-drops already. I really like Manifest Dread, but I'm considering Most Valuable Slayer here. I just think it's going to be pretty solid here, given the curve, and we are looking to be slightly more aggressive, and I only have the 1 4-drop, right? We passed all the Wickerfolk Threshers in the previous pack, so I think this is okay for me to take the Most Valuable Slayer here. I really dislike Trial of Agony. I just think this is just not going to kill the thing that you want a lot of the time. You have to be super aggressive. I think it's okay, but I'd rather have Terramorphic Expanse here to potentially allow me to speculate on a splash. You know, there's an Exercise, a Seize from Slumber, and we have more than enough playables where a lot of the times, if you feel like you have a deck that's going to have way more than enough playables, take the land. Take the land. Because you know you're going to play the land, it's going to give you the fixing that you need. Here we have Turn Inside Out, Percussionist, but of course, a second copy of Fear of Burning Alive is incredible with our current configuration. We have double Say Its Name, some Manifest cards. So this is looking like an awesome Delirium Shell here. Moving on to pack number 5, we have Slavering Branch Snapper, I guess. I mean, I don't mind playing 1 copy of this card. If I manifest this card, it ends up being pretty cool. And also, just having a big creature is not bad with the double Monstrous Emergence that we have here. Wildfire Wickerfolk, pick 6. We have successfully cut off all the Gruul nonsense. Glimmerburst still in the pack. What are people drafting? That's what I want to know. But you know what? It doesn't matter because we have something awesome. We are brewing something really, really awesome here. I mean, I don't even want to play a third color. Manifest Dread, pick 7. Why not? Right? This deck just gets Delirium so easily. Here, I guess this is a miss. I'll take a Frantic Strength, but I don't think I'm going to play it. And I'm actually glad that I took the Emergences. I mean, they're my only 2 interactive spells, right? Outside of the Fear of Burning Alive that I can maybe play late. Here, I will take a Final Vengeance on the speculative splash here if I do end up with more good mana fixing and good things to sacrifice. Like, I have one Percussionist, but maybe that's something that I want to do. There is a second Final Vengeance or a Vengeful Possession. This doesn't really look like a deck that wants to play Vengeful Possession. Let's just take another Final Vengeance just in case, I guess. I'm definitely in the market for more spells, but Trial of Agony is not high up there in the types of spells that I want. Reasonably happy, though, with my choice to take Most Valuable Slayer. There's Turn Inside Out, but man, I think I'm just going to take Percussionist. I don't know. You know what? I'm going to take Turn Inside Out. I literally just said I need a spell here. And Percussionist is triple Final Vengeance. That's crazy. Percussionist is good, but way better in red-white. Oh my gosh, this pack is insane. Fear of Burning Alive #3, Painter Studio, and Hauntwood Shrieker. I mean, I'm taking the rare. I need a 3-drop too. The thing is, I mean, that pack was insane. There was a lot of really good cards for me to take, but I mean, if I play this thing on turn 3, like, that can just get me free wins. This pack has Altanak. I have 2 Say Its names. We can do the thing. But I think I'd rather just have more interaction here. I have lots of creatures already. 12 creatures, double Manifest Dread and Ticket Boot, so that's 15 creatures. So not really in the market for another creature. So it's between Ticket Booth #2 or Monstrous Emergence. And yeah, I'm just going to take Monstrous Emergence here just because I am just trying to fill out what I'm missing out of this deck. Beastie Beatdown is certainly awesome. Let's go ahead and take that as well. Just getting all the cards here. Irreverent Gremlin is a premium 2-mana card. Definitely like it over Wickerfolk Thresher, so let's go ahead and take that. Also helps you get Delirium. Disturbing Mirth, pick 4. Conductive Machine. What are people doing? I don't even know. I don't even know what's going on. I don't. But you know what? It's fine. There's an Overgrown Zealot. I actually don't love this card, especially if I'm not splashing another color. So, I mean, I'm going to take it, but there's a good chance I don't end up playing it in my deck. Defiance. Oh my gosh, another Disturbing Mirth. That is ridiculous. Now, the problem is I don't have any ways to really sack enchantments outside of the Final Vengeances. Also, my deck is solid, and there's no real reason for me to play a third color, especially when I can just take a perfectly fine card in the Defiant Survivor out of this pack. So let's just go ahead and take that. Another Beastie Beatdown. Why not? All right, now our interaction's good. We have 5 removal spells here. Triple Monstrous Emergence, double Beastie Beatdown, with a nice combat trick and Turn Inside Out to really help us get Delirium, because it's our only instant, by the way. And now I will take... I don't need the Spore-Jected Infection. Certainly Rakdos would have also been a good deck here. I guess I'll take... I mean, it doesn't really matter what I take in this pack. I have a hand that feeds in my sideboard. There's a second Percussionist. I mean, just Gruul, Rakdos, all those colors are super open. I'm just going to take the gems here just because there is no reason. Manifest Dread, of course, tabled. This is ridiculous. Manifest Dread tabled. 17 creatures, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. So I just need to cut one card here out of everything, and I am good. Wow. Just because I think with the Branch Snapper and double Say Its name, I can probably just play 16 lands. Because this can get you a land a lot of the time. Only thing I'm missing here is like a Spineseeker Centipede. Wow. We have just so many things that say Delirium on it. It's ridiculous. Now do I cut a Monstrous Emergence? This is so odd. I mean, take a look at my sideboard here too. I just have... There's just so many decent options. We just... these colors were just so incredibly open. I guess I shouldn't TCR here. Look at our 2-drops. It's kind of ridiculous. It's like my deck is so solid that I have 2-drops that I should cut. What's our color situation? Very, very even. I'll cut Flesh Burrower. It doesn't really... It works with Beastie Beatdown, but it doesn't really work with Monstrous Emergence. Can probably just cut Hand That Feeds, honestly. I think... Usually you play them in your red-green Delirium decks, but all my 2-drops are just better. And I have 7 of them. I have 7 2-drops, so I think that's more than enough. With triple Monstrous Emergence, which technically also counts as a 2-drop. right? Can probably cut a land. Let's cut a mountain. Just because the Say Its Names can we have a double green card that we want early, and the Say Its Names help us find the other colors in a lot of instances. Man, I really don't know what my last cut should be. We have a bunch of creatures. We have 13 creatures with 3 Manifest Dreads and a ticket booth. So that's 17 creatures. So I feel like I want all of my spells here. I like the Manifest. I like all the cards that help me get Delirium. So I like Ticket Booth and Manifest Dread as creatures that help me get Delirium. I like the one Branch Snapper for the triple Monstrous Emergence. And it allows me to shave on a land as well. It could be one copy of Clockwork Percussionist when I'm just looking at all the other creatures. I like the Most Valuable Slayer as well. I think it goes really nicely with the Defiant Survivor and the Huntwood Shrieker that we have. So yeah, it might just... And the thing with the Percussionist is because I have 3 6-drops in my deck, there are going to be instances where I just reveal something big that I can't play. So yeah, I think I'm just going to... This sounds crazy, but I'm just going to shave 1 Percussionist here and try to play for a slightly longer game here. But I mean, this deck, like, I never cut this card. I have plenty of good 2-mana plays. This deck is awesome, no matter how you slice it. Obviously, we could have had an amazing Rakdos deck as well, but I like the look of this deck as well. Let us see how this goes. All right, now before round 1 starts, I just wanted to say that if you've been enjoying all of this content and wanted to support the channel in another way, my Patreon is the best way to support the channel. It is patreon.com/paulcheon. Special shout out here to all the patrons. Really do appreciate all of your support. It really does allow me to continue making this daily content for all of you. Access to the Patreon will give you access to my Discord channel, which I believe is a really great way to up your limited game. Aetherdrift previews are already coming out, so pretty soon there's going to be a lot of chatter in the Discord talking about different cards. And of course, once the set comes out, we're also going to be doing lots of discussions there as well. Should I cut Say Its Name? I don't know. With double Fear of Burning Alive, I think I want to Say Its Name. I'm not entirely sure, though. There's a lot of little things I could do, and I'm sure a lot of people could have built this deck very differently. We'll keep this. 2 lands, Piggy Bank, Wildfire, Wickerfolk. Excellent, excellent hand here. Could have also just played a 17th land over Say Its Name. Like 1 Say Its Name. But we'll draw some lands. We'll be good. Alright, there you go. Land right off the top. Are we a turn 2 Piggy Bank gamer or a turn 2 Wildfire Wickerfolk gamer? I guess if they play a 2-2, then I'd rather just play Piggy Bank. Yeah, let's just play Piggy Bank. I think I'm okay with this trade. If they offer it. All right, here, and then I will Ticket Booth, just because it's a good use of my mana. Next turn, I can double spell with Wickerfolk plus Manifest Dread. There's also a non-zero chance that I will have Delirium here. All right, so... Whew, my gosh. Those are both spicy, spicy flips. I think I'd rather just Manifest the Thresher here. But given that I binned this Most Valuable Slayer, my opponent can basically assume that this is a big creature here that's face down. So, I think I'm actually just going to attack here and see what they do. If they block with the Peeper, then I'll flip it over. If not, then I'll just play a bunch of stuff post-combat. So we'll go Manifest Dread. We need a land in the graveyard. So now we have Delirium. Although, I guess this would have been awesome with the Delirium, huh? They have 4 cards in hand. So it's actually really interesting because I can guarantee that I play the Fear of Burning Alive. And it's very awkward to play this post-combat, but it's the best use of my mana, so I'm just going to do it. Look, if I just draw 1 land, I can just play Fear of Burning Alive and it's going to be awesome. And if I don't draw a land, well, I can just flip over my Wickerfolk Thresher and just start getting a ton of value too. Really good spot. And this is the nice thing about the Gruul Delirium deck. You can get a nice aggressive curve, but at the same time, in the late game, you still have staying power because of all the good Delirium payoffs that you're playing. I mean, this is one of the best ones, obviously. So the reason why I didn't Manifest Dread first is if I didn't hit Delirium off Manifest Dread, I couldn't really attack with my face down card. That was the issue. They bounced my Wildfire Wickerfolk. Okay. And then they played a Slimy Aquarium. Got it. All right, a land would be great because I can Fear of Burning Alive and just attack for 4. Monstrous Emergence is also very, very good. Why don't we just do that? We can go Wildfire Wickerfolk, Monstrous Emergence, choose a creature you control, target this, and hit them for 8. It's tempting to also play this out, hit them for 1 more, but obviously getting land number 6 is quite important here. Yeah, what are they going to do? Locker Room hit me? Draw a card and die? I mean, 2 mana for a 4/3 trample haste. That is not reasonable. Not reasonable at all. Alright, they're surveilling, which is obviously a great sign for us. Wow, they just passed. Huh. I'm not sure how this can go wrong, so... Kill that. I suppose they can kill my Wildfire Wickerfolk with murder? Appendage Amalgam, okay. So they block here and they go to 1. Sure. Oh, I did the maths wrong. Of course, I have a 4/3 trampler, not a 3/2 trampler. All right, well, that one felt great. And I will say the percussionist felt somewhat mediocre. So I'm kind of happy with all the decisions we made. Obviously, it's just like a 1-game sample size, but, you know, it's looking okay here. All right, well, I mean, this hand can certainly use a forest for the Hauntwood Shrieker, but I cannot complain. Turn 2 Wildfire Wickerfolk, Monstrous Emergence, Ticket Booth. Very solid hand. There's a Manifest Dread here as well. If they play... Ooh. I mean, let's just... There's so many good 2-mana removal spells they could have there too, but... Oh, Glassworks, maybe. No? Interesting. Okay, I guess we just ticket... Well... I'm just gonna attack. Let's go Ticket Booth. Best use of our mana. And I have way more sorceries in my deck. So let's put the instant in the graveyard. They have to have a good turn 4 play, right? Would love a forest off the top. Forest off the top would allow me to play Monstrous Emergence plus Manifest Dread. Assuming they play something big. If they just kill my Wildfire Wickerfolk, that's worse for us, obviously. Oh! Why does it... I mean, you know they have Final Vengeance. It's always Final Vengeance. Alright, good for you. Alright, fair enough, fair enough. Another Wildfire Wickerfolk, huh? Alright, well... Land would have been good, but I guess Wildfire Wickerfolk is not a bad alternative here. Do you play creatures in your deck, sir? The answer is no. The answer is no. Okay, this is fine. That goes into my graveyard, right? Okay, yeah. Let's go Defiant Survivor, I guess. Their hand is just all premium removal, probably. I gotta run them out at some point. Yeah, oh, look at that. Look at that. It's a murder. Wait, no, you got a creature? No way. I don't believe it. Alright, well, let's play this one. I mean, you've used Murder, Come Back Wrong, and Vengeful Possession, Final Vengeance. Okay. Oh, they're gonna Final Vengeance this and kill my Thresher. Withering Torment. Jesus. I'm going to play two things here just because their deck has so much removal. Ticket booth, okay. If I draw a land, do I just go Tunnel of Hate? Wow, it's a creature that's better than Innocuous Rat. Okay. It's a little bit scary. Grab the prize. What the? Maybe it's a percussionist? I don't know. Disturbing Mirth. Okay. Alright, we need to end the game here quickly. Because otherwise we are in some trouble. Oh, wow. That is incredible. They're at 7? They have to block. This is a good creature, too. So they have to block, or, you know. So that was good. Say its name, getting it done. I don't know what this creature is, but it was better than Innocuous Rat. What the hell? What? I don't understand that at all. Okay, sure. Wow, Fear of Burning Alive. What a card there. All right, big creature. Big creature and I win. We did not find a big creature, sadly. Damn, this is so close. So very, very close. So do I just offer the trade here with Tunnel of Hate? Or do I play the Hauntwood Shrieker and hope for the best? I think I play Hauntwood Shrieker and hope for the best. Because this is just lethal, right? They need to have another removal spell. Okay. That doesn't do anything. They're not going to attack. All right. They ran out of gas. I mean, they had a ton of removal. So we were kind of on our last legs there, but we were able to barely squeak. Like, my hand just looks so incredible. They were able to just kill everything, so it was looking kind of dicey there, for sure. All right, opponent on the play. Our hand looks really solid here. Turn 1 percussion. Oh, can you imagine this hand on the play? Oh, man. But it's still fine. Turn 1 percussionist into Wildfire Wickerfolk. House Cartographer. Okay. Yeah, I guess that's a little bit annoying. I mean, it'll help me get Delirium. And I certainly don't want them to get a bunch of value off the Cartographer. Alrighty, what do I want to do now? 3 cards in hand for the opponent, so obviously this is a little bit dicey. Let's just play Say Its Name. Oh, we got Fear of Burning Alive. That's a good one to get back. Let's get Mountain, and we'll pass. 1 type in the graveyard here for now. Next turn we can play Most Valuable Slayer, and that'll be better for us. Alright, I mean, that gives us 3 types now. Okay, Most Valuable... Okay, I mean, they have something here, right? So... I kind of want to play the Most Valuable Slayer over the Hauntwood Shrieker, just because I feel like there's a really good shot they have some kind of removal spell here. Yep. All right, a lot of good back and forth. All right, this is a turn where we can hopefully get a little bit of value back. Well, they're going to need to kill the Shrieker. I need a land in my graveyard. I didn't find... I haven't... No manifest cards. But they're blue-green, so it's not... It's going to be pretty hard to kill this unless they have Withering Torment. Unable to Scream, I suppose, would also work. And the tap effect. But I'm saying if they're a blue-green base, they're splashing Drag to the roots, so they might not have too much. And, okay, sure, they're going Meat Locker. Really need to just find any manifest card here. Jesus. That's so brutal. Oh, wow. Okay. Just the land. Ugh. I mean, that's annoying. I mean, I'm just going to fire one off. They won't expect the second one. How about that? Right? I just need to play something there. And my deck is just so good at getting Delirium. It's just like, this is kind of an anomaly. We have Artifact Creature. Like, we need, just like I said, any Delirium card. And besides, now our Delirium is turned on. So this is good. So now I'll just kill the Analysts, get them down low. And I have 2 big threats in play. And this gets to untap on the following turn, which is nice. Analyst down. And I will hold on the land in case they play some way to make me discard. Because I can play both of these cards next turn. If they play a 5/5, I can just Beastie Beatdown, which is nice. But now they just have 2 big threats they have to deal with. Altenac? What the hell? I'm at 19? What does this do? Whenever another power... Okay. So let's see. What happens here? They block the Fear of Burning Alive. No, they block Huntwood Shrieker. I get a Manifest. And they take a bunch of damage. Yeah, I'm attacking. That's also fine. I mean, my board is insane. Like, what are they going to do? If they make a 5/5, they just die. Right? And, like, I have a Wildfire Wickerfolk and a Beastie Beatdown here as well. What do I want to do? I guess I could hit another hasty creature. They have 1 card. Let's see. I'm just trying to think, like, what are the things that can happen for me to lose this game? Whatever, I'm just playing Wickerfolk. They're super dead. Do I want to put this on the battlefield? Decline. Wait, if there are 4 more card types, if it's a land card, you may put it on the, if you don't put the card onto the battlefield, put it into your hand. Okay. I wanted it in my hand. I mean, they're just so dead. Like, how can they come back from this? What can they have here? They kill this and they still take 4. Yep. All right. They had some value. Hey, you know what? This is like one of the first times I've ever beaten an Altenac. Whenever my opponents play an Altenac, I'm just like, ah, you got me. 9-9. I'm dead. But this time, with enough pressure, we got it done. 3-0. Gruul beats. Alrighty, on the play here. Great hand. Bunch of 2-drops. Terramorphic Expanse here, turn 1, so we'll just go use that to get the Montagna. You know, the awkward thing is, this Irreverent Gremlin just doesn't actually turn on. Which is kind of interesting. In which case, do I just play Piggy Bank? I guess? It's better with the beastie beatdowns that I have. I have Piggy Bank, Gremlin, Say Its Name, Defiant Survivor, and double beastie beatdown in my hand. And, you know, if they play a creature here, and let's say we trade, then do I use the treasure to play Defiant Survivor? Okay, never mind. They just played a Reverend Gremlin. I mean, let's just kill this thing. Gremlin is very good. We'll just take it slow, I guess. Also, they'll never expect the second beastie beatdown. I just hope they don't have a Scorching Dragonfire. It's like, if they kill the Piggy Bank, they kill the Piggy Bank. That's fine. Sawblade Skin Ripper, okay. I really want to hit a land here. Gremlin also seems like a good play, though. Huh. Alright, I'm going to cast Say Its Name. Let's get back a 4. Oh, Terramorphic? Do I need a mountain? No, I just want the forest anyways, right? Now, do I want to thin out my deck? In this instance, I don't. So let's just go get back the forest. Well, I have Delirium. Like, I would love to draw another land here, right? Specifically mountain, so. But I got the forest because I have the Hauntwood Shrieker. But I mean, their start was awesome, right? Turn 2 Gremlin into Sawblade Skin Ripper. I see, okay. I mean, that is a big, big Skin Ripper. This should probably make them play a little more defensively unless they have a removal spell. Ticket Booth, okay. Wow, this is going to be insane. If they don't have Final Vengeance, it's going to be insane. If they have Final Vengeance, then, you know. Although Final Vengeance on Piggy Bank would have been nice. Please don't have Final Vengeance. They have Final Vengeance. Golly. Ah, man. That's brutal. Oh, they don't! They do not! That is unreal. That is unreal. So now we can go Beastie Beatdown, target here, kill the Skin Ripper. And then now we can attack here as well. Attack with both of these, keep the Percussionist back. Manifest. I don't know, Monstrous Emergence, I guess. Okay, oh. Piggy Bank down. Now what do I do? That was a Glassworks. Defiant Survivor for sure. Yes. Because now I can go Most Valuable Slayer next turn. And I have a 5/5. They're not going to be able to block this. They have to kill this. And if they use their turn to kill this... I mean, I think if they had a removal spell, they would have killed it anyways. But if they kill this, then I still have Most Valuable Slayer here to combo with the Defiant Survivor. Because they're going to move the Glimmerlight here. And, I mean, we're just going to get all the value here, right? So this, if they don't block this... I mean, they have to block this. They can't block the Percussion, this is what I mean. Alright, they're at 1. They hit us with a good game. Probably, right? Unless they play a sweeper. But they need to do a 4 damage sweeper. Alright, Slasher doesn't get it done. Yep, they're at 1. And why not? Haumph. Man, these are just some ridiculous beatdown hands. I will say. Feels good. I'm in my happy place. Just anything in the teamer colors, right? Blue or green base, green red, green blue, blue green red. This is just this. I mean, red green was so open, so open. All right, we are back into double digits. Back into double digits, and now we have to sadly mulligan. Mountain, Percussionist, Gremlin, and some cards. We need at least 2 lands. So we're going to ship that one back, and this is certainly a keep. The question is, what do I put on the bottom? I got a 2-drop and a 3-drop. Let's probably just say its name. I do like the card, but I'd rather just play creatures on curve, especially on the play. And Ticket Booth and Manifest Dread should get us to Delirium in a lot of instances. Wow. Well, I'm never flipping over the Branch Napper, so let's just do the Wicker Folk. Oblivious Bookworm? Ugh. Turn 2, huh? That's not good. Well, I'm going to attack with my face down card. Ay, ay, ay. Do I have a forest in my graveyard? No. Jeez. I mean, alarm bells probably have to be ringing in their head if Wildfire Wicker Folk went into the graveyard. I need to get a forest. Manifest, yeah, I mean, their deck's obviously awesome. A forest off the top would be good, so I can Monstrous Emergence and kill this. Beastie Beatdown, oof, okay. It's just, I just don't have the green mana here, that's the problem. Be aggressive. I could have cast Say Its Name. But I think the thing I'm most likely to do here is just flip over Wildfire Wicker Folk. Not Wildfire Wicker Folk, the other one. Oh my gosh, they blocked the wrong one. Oh, yes. I will be taking that card. At least, you know, we got the card back. We got the card back. Okay. Manifest Dread is okay. Unable to scream into the graveyard, okay. Oh, this is... Whew. Okay. Dealt with that one. Flood Pitch Drowner on Wickerfolk Thresher. Okay, that's good. Yep. No attacks. I mean, they're going to try to, like, freebie attack me. I'm just going to block, but they're almost certainly going to shuffle the Wickerfolk Thresher back in. But I guess if they were going to do it, it's, you know. Yeah. We knew that was happening. Do I have a good creature in here? Spine Seeker set. Yeah, their deck is awesome. Good deck, guaps. Let's hit a forest. Goodness. How terrible is that? I'm at 14. No land. I mean, I can get the Branch Snapper, but they can hit me for a lot. And because I didn't get the forest, and I'm pretty far away from Fear of Burning Alive, I think I have to get back Piggy Bank, sadly. So I can block the Centipede here. But this just means that, like, I just feel like the late game of the blue-green deck is superior to mine, especially with, like, Centipede. They drew 2 cards off the Bookworm. So, you know, they had the Flood Pitch Drowner. Their deck is amazing. And... you know, I'm just playing the piggy bank here. This does allow me to potentially cheese them if they don't have removal. Jeez. I mean, this is such like an all-in move here. What can I say its name back? They have 3 mana up. This is so, like, I just know they have something. All right, you know what? I'm going to play the Percussionist and use Beatdown on that. This way, if they have something, like, and my Percussionist dies somehow. Sure. Okay. And then we can block just to try to hit a land. Man, our hand looked awesome. Just little too awkward here for us. Okay, yeah, I mean, there's the forest, but it's a little bit late. They're gonna probably drown Diner here. No? I mean, how many counter spells can you have? Yeah, I mean, all right, whatever. Our only hope is Fear of Burning Alive. I mean, you know, like, I knew that I was dead the moment, like, they just didn't utilize Drown Diner. It's just like, they have all the instants. It's just, the way things sequenced out was just not good for us. All right, that's fine. That's fine. I mean, turn 2 Bookworm, them drawing 2 cards, they're up too many resources, and it's going to be hard for us to grind that out. The only way that we had a shot that game is to be able to hit kind of our green sources earlier, to be able to kind of put them on the back foot. But when they have a better board and they're able to keep up counter spells and bounce spells, there's just no way for us to actually win in that spot. But it's okay. Still 4-1. All right, on the play here, I'll keep this. Hey, I have the 1-2 punch here, Percussionist plus turn inside out. We'll note that the Percussionist has looked pretty bad in this style of deck. It's looked just okay. I'm almost considering just playing a land over the Percussionist. Does that sound crazy? We'll play the Gremlin here because we can rummage. Manifest Dredge, sure. Really need to find a land here. Let's see what the top card is to give us a little more information. Oh, that was a land. Okay, perfect. And then we get to put, let's see. We're going to play a sorcery this turn, so we want to land in the graveyard. Yeah. And then we get to choose whether or not we want to discard a card. You may discard a card. My hand is awesome, though, but it's like, what do I want to like, what am I discarding out of my hand? I think, am I just declining here? It might just be Defiant Survivor. Yeah. Yeah, let's just do that. Oh, wow. Just because I'm going to play Most Valuable Slayer, and I think that's going to be better overall. What a turn that was, right? Clockwork Percussionist is really good. I don't know what you guys were talking about. That was... I'm not discarding this time. This is ridiculous. Like, what? I'm trying to figure out what they can do here. It's like kill most valuable slayer, I guess, with a murder or something. It seems like a decent start, but just given that we have Beastie Beatdown, Monstrous Emergence, and a Wildfire Wickerfolk that we can flip up. Okay. I mean, that's definitely a start. Oh, do they have double Monstrous Emergence? I mean, that's really good. Yeah, that is actively very good. Okay, 2 mana available. Huh. I think I'm just going to go with the Monstrous Emergence for now. All right. All right, they're at 3 life. We have Beastie Beatdown. We have a Menace creature, which we can do the Beastie Beatdown with. If they kill the Wickerfolk, they still die to my creatures. So they're going to need a double spell, like removal spell plus creature turn. But even if they have that, we have the Beastie Beatdown. If they can find a way to gain life, that would be good. Cadaver Lab. Do they have a 1-mana creature to get back? No? Good game. Yep. Gruul beats. Gruul beats. That was an absurd, absurd hand. Man, loss and a win? We went from 64 to 80? It's tough. All right, opponent on the play. We don't have a 2-mana creature, but we do have the Monstrous Emergence here with some monsters in our hand. Certainly interested in forest cycling here, unless they play a 2-mana creature, just because we have the Phoba. That'll put, what, sorcery and creature in the graveyard? Okay, nothing from them. Just fine by us. A Rooms deck, though. I mean, if the games go long, the Rooms deck is kind of annoying. Depends on how they build it. There's a blue-red tempo deck you can draft, but most people draft like the Dirtle slow room deck, which it looks like my opponent has. Just like all rooms all the time. But the thing is, if I don't have a good aggressive start, I can easily die to this, for sure. I mean, obviously it just kind of depends on, like, they got the Smoky Lounge on turn 3 and I had no way to kill it, right? So if they have the awesome room deck, I'm probably just dead, right? They're like Glassworks, Meat Locker, blah, blah, blah. Conductive Machete, however, I'm okay with. That one is okay. I am thrilled. I'm thrilled about that one. Get Delirium Shell. Oh my gosh, we hit Huntwood Shrieker. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. And the thing is, they're going to want to kill Defiant Survivor, right? If anything. I don't have Delirium yet for the Beastie Beatdown. Diversion Specialist, okay. They're not doing anything with the rooms, which is great. Oh my gosh, okay. So that is a Monstrous Emergence. So another way to just kill the Diversion Specialist and just keep attacking. I think that's what I want to do. I mean, alternatively, I can flip this over and attack. And that gives me a good shot of hitting Delirium, but it's kind of weird. There's no pump spell, is there? Oh, turn inside out. Interesting. Wow. Okay. I mean, it's probably worth using Beastie Beatdown, right? All the removal. We get to manifest again. Okay. Oh my gosh, that's a Fear of Burning Alive. Hold on. This is interesting. Because if I bin the Fear of Burning Alive, I have Delirium. But if I flip it over And play a second Fear of Burning Alive, that's pretty sick as well. Oof. I'm manifesting this. The thing is, I can flip it up with the Hunt with Shrieker too, if it gets to that. I'm not 100% on that one though, I will say. Like a forest off the top would be nice. Another Smoky Lounge, and then now they can make a 3/3. Yeah, maybe this was greedy. Maybe this was greedy. All right, let's just flip this up. Back with everything. I mean, they're not going to block my 2/2. They have to block my, like, Hunt with Shrieker, probably. Or, you know what? Maybe it's my Survivor, actually. Yeah, they want to block my Survivor, actually. Because that gives me another token. But that's good. Okay, well, or not. I mean, this is also fine. We are just going off with these creatures, by the way. They're both sorceries, okay. I mean, look at this board. They do have a lot of mana for rooms, I will say. And this just goes 4 to the face, by the way. Even if I don't have Delirium, this just goes 4 to the face. Yeah, okay. That was insane. That is like every dream you could hope for with Defiant Survivor and the Hunt with Shrieker. We kind of got there on that one. All right, 6-1, playing for the trophy. 2 shots. Alrighty, 6-1. Gruul Beatdowns. Certainly going to keep this hand. We have a 2-drop, a trick, say its name. Don't think this is a get a forest type situation here. Because we have Hunt with Shrieker in our deck. Also, I just feel like I've always wanted a bunch of forests. Alright, ooh. Let's play that. This works really well with Turn Inside Out too, by the way. Or did just play a Paranormal Analyst, okay. This is not great, because now they can start getting a bunch of value off their Manifest cards. Let's put an enchantment into our graveyard to get closer to Delirium. Now they're just going to play Manifest card. Yeah, I mean, this Signpost Uncommons can be annoying. Yeah, that's absurd, obviously. And they get Monstrous Emergence. Okay. You know, if there's any justice, like, I will find a removal spell for this Analyst. There is justice. There is, in fact, justice in this world. I mean, look at how many more cards. Like, that just gave them so much value, though. Like, they have a removal spell. Yeah, I mean, for a 2-drop, having Analyst and Oblivious Bookworm, like, make one of them cost 3 mana for Pete's sake. You know what I mean? It's not reasonable. Not reasonable at all. I sure hope they can't kill this Thresher. They probably can. This is something good. Ooh, alright. Hit a Percussionist. Unstoppable Slasher. Okay. That is a good Magic card. Dang, their deck's good. So blue, green, splashing Slasher, I guess. Man, how good with Omnivorous? How good with would Omnivorous Flytrap be right now? Okay, I mean, they're playing the defensive game here, obviously. Let's play Say Its Name. Wow, 3 lands. I'm glad we didn't hit that. Now we can play the Thresher here. And then if they play the Beastie, I'm hoping that I just draw a removal spell here for value. Yeah, they're definitely playing the Beastie over making a 5/5. Coordinated clobbering? Oh, that's gross. Oh, that's gross. Yeah. And we even drew the Beastie beatdown. Man. Oh. Do I want to get this here or do I want to put it on the Gremlin? I think I want it on the Gremlin. I just want to not deal with this. This way, like, if they attack me with the Beastie, my Gremlin can attack. Yeah, but the advantage that I have, that I would theoretically have in this type of matchup, is to go, oh my gosh. I mean, this deck is like, this deck is insane. They're splashing Kaito and Unstoppable Slasher, and they had Paranormal Analyst into Unnerving Grasp. Like, my signpost uncommons can only take me so far. Man. How do I want to do this? Let's go Wildfire Wickerfolk. Let's see what happens. All right. So that blocks there. We can flip this up for a little bit of value at least. I mean, this is not ideal, but it's the best I got, okay? It's the best I got. Stock Researcher, totally fine. If you're just, totally fine if you just need some early game. Because their power is off the charts. Why does it put 2 stun counters? That's so many. I guess it's a constructed card, right? I mean, I don't think there's not much. Like, my deck's just commons. And then some payoff on common. There's not much I can do. I could have done here, I don't think. Yeah. I mean, their deck is just really, really solid. Good value, good grind. And then a couple of amazing bombs. A removal spell here too. Final Vengeance maybe. Withering Torment. Oh my god. They just brought their like Dimir bounce tempo deck to the tournament. That's what happened here. The heck? All right, I'm done. There's no coming back from this. Their deck is awesome. GG's. Okay, it's okay. We're 6-2, and we are still playing for a trophy. I think our deck is super solid. And let's try to get this one down. Okay, opponent on the play here. This hand looks okay. I have these monstrous emergences, but no creature in my hand. Our opponent is mulliganing. So hopefully we can kill some stuff here with the emergence. Now, granted, I do have Say Its Name to help us dig for a creature, and hopefully we can find one big enough to make the monstrous emergences better. Oh, wow. Irreverent Gremlin off the top was very, very good. Green-white, Twitching Doll. Let's get that off the battlefield. Green, white, red, huh? Clockwork Percussion. What is happening here? Swarmweaver? Oh, come on! What the... Wait, they didn't get Swarmweaver back? Oh, because they can't cast it. And they got Twitching Doll back? Dang. They are not messing around here. Wow. I mean, I'm killing the Twitching Doll again. Hushwood Verge. They went deep. They are 4 colors. 4-color Clockwork Percussionist deck. All right. All right, friend. Just playing the big creatures for now. I do want to Manifest Dread, and I kind of want to hit... and then I have to say its name, and I'm hoping I can mill like a Fear of Burning Alive or something like that. All right, 3 cards in hand for the opponent. Lots of power. No shortage of... Look at their graveyard. That was a crazy mill. They have Delirium, so certainly expecting them to kind of go off here or play something big to slow me down. All right, Ticket Booth is the play from them. Spineseeker... So this is better than Spineseeker Centipede. All right. Let's Manifest Dread. Hit Fear of Burning Alive. Do I want to just draw that card? It's like, it's interesting, right? I kind of just want to draw it instead of manifesting it. So let's... Because I kind of want to get it back with Say Its Name. But then if I play Say Its Name and hit something, it's interesting. Oh, wow. This is fine. Basically, I wanted to create the treasure here, and then I want to play Say Its Name and then get back Phoba. Oh, killing Bashful Beastie is obviously great, too. A lot of good hits there. Yeah, let me know what you think about that. I don't know. I'm not entirely sure. Just like, how good is flipping this over, right? It's just okay. Yeah, and this is going to be a really good turn for us. We just play Phoba. There's their 17th mana source. And I'm actually going to use the treasure here because I want to be able to rummage with this land. So let's play Phoba here. Kill the Centipede. Hey, come on. You can't have anything here. No. What? I don't even know what this can be. What can this be? Oh, okay. Fair enough, fair enough, fair enough. If they need action, they might block. All right, we're kind of out of gas here. We're kind of out of gas, but this is a decent board. Wow, their deck is so freaking good. Gosh, all right, they're gonna... Oh, man. They're gonna get back Swarmweaver, aren't they? Hopefully we can kill them before that happens. Another Fear of Burning Alive would be sick off the top. All right, there's a Swarmweaver. Hopefully that last card in their hand isn't particularly strong. Say Its Name. That is also really interesting. I almost want to wait. Because what I want to do is have the fear... Like, I want to get in a bunch of damage. I want to get in for a bunch of damage, and then you say its name to get back Fear of Burning Alive to burn my opponent out. God, you have a 2-mana play too? Dude. Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. Well, you know what? This is fine. This is mostly fine. We get to kill the Swarmweaver, get back Fear of Burning Alive. It is what it is. And then hopefully that's enough. I hate this block, but it's fine. Okay, sure. Right, they're at 8. Let's get Phoba back. All right. I mean, they have Swarmweaver. Are you kidding me? Are you actually kidding me? That's insane. Chainsaw off the top instead of Swarmweaver? Oh my gosh, that's gross. I had a huge attack lined up next turn. Now what do I do? Just try to draw another removal spell or another Fear of Burning Alive, I guess. I can wait for this, but what are my outs? I have 16 cards left in my deck. I have 2 Beastie Beatdowns and a Monstrous Emergence. No, I have 2 Beastie Beatdowns. Oh my gosh, this is... Alright, whatever. Ghost Vacuum, sure. That should still give me Delirium. Alright, Fear Burning Alive off the top, or a removal spell, and I'm okay. Such is life. Golly. The thing is, they can just not play the Swarmweaver, right? And just keep attacking me, which is why I just felt like I just needed to play this out. Hopefully I have enough stuff in here where I can just play another Fear of Burning Alive and kill them. I have a 1 in 15 shot of doing so. Jolly Balloon Man? Really? Really? What? I cannot help but be salty here. This is absurd. They had nothing. And then they went... Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, that's something. Does this go to the face? No. Alright. Well... I think I might still be dead here, to be honest. Jolly Balloon Man Swarmweaver? Oh my gosh. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. If they draw... No, Mountain doesn't matter. How do I give Fear of Burning Alive Trample? Do I have a way to do that? I mean, I still think this is a pretty tough spot. Oh, man. I'm curious what the white splash is. Like, there just seems to be plenty of power here in green, red, and white, in black. Oh, there's the Jolly Balloon Man? That can't be it. Maybe it is. I guess you have Percussionist. Really sweet deck from the opponent. Beastie Beatdown was a draw that prevented me from dying. Can I just draw my 1 outer, please? Come on. Just give me my 1 outer. Give me my 1 outer. Just give me my other Fear of Burning Alive. Just do it for me. Fear of Burning Alive. Come on. Too bad it doesn't give +1/+1 trample. They didn't block with the flyer. Oh, they can exile Swarmweaver. Right. They can exile their own Swarmweaver, put that into play, and hit me for a bunch in the air. Oh, actually, if they equip with Chainsaw, I'm just dead. So their deck had, what is this? Double Chainsaw, Twitching Doll, Swarmweaver. Oof. And you know I never beat Ghost Vacuum. I've never beaten a Ghost Vacuum in my life. There's so many different ways they could beat me here. I'm actually hoping that they go with the crack Ghost Vacuum. I'm hoping that they crack Ghost Vacuum with the Swarmweaver. Because then I have a chance. Right? I can just draw another Fear of Burning Alive. Man, we've run into some really sick decks here. What was my other... I feel like my other loss was to a really good deck, too. It was like a blue-green deck. Oh, no, it was the Sultai deck. It was the Sultai deck with the Flood Pitch Drowner, Paranormal Analyst, Unnerving Grasp, Kaito, Unstoppable Slasher. All right, they're going for the win here. If they go for the win, we lose. So close. We tried. We definitely tried. But they managed to come back. Their deck was awesome. Might be the best deck that we played against, just power level-wise. I mean, that Sultai deck was also really, really good. Oh, God. That is so sad. I can't seem to be... I can't seem to close recently. Actually, that's a total lie. I went 7-2 in the last video. But I just felt like this was a trophy. Right? I was 6-1. We had 2 shots. We had a really solid deck. Bunch of uncommons. Gremlin, Piggy Bank, Double Wickerfolk, Survivor, Huntwood Shrieker. I mean, what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 uncommon creatures. A mythic creature. Uncommon removal. I mean, this was just a really smooth, streamlined Delirium deck. Now, it will lose to Haymakers. It will lose to Mythics and Bombs. And we did run into some of that. But this deck felt really, really smooth, and I'm really, really happy with the result, regardless of, you know, what happened in those last 2 matches. Because I don't know that there's too much that could have been done there, and we just kind of got overpowered, and that'll happen. There are a lot of good bombs in this format, lots of great rares, and we tried, and we were just a little bit short. But what? You know, 6-3. You can never be sad about the 6-3. I am pretty happy with my decision to just play the 1 percussionist here. It wasn't that insane. I did like Say Its Name because it gave me the ability to buy back some of my more powerful creatures, notably the double Fear of Burning Alive, Thresher, Huntwood Shrieker. All good stuff. We had got some pretty amazing... Oh, and also Wildfire Wickerfolks in the late game. And then we had some, you know, pretty amazing starts where our opponent... We just got really, really aggressive starts where our opponent just couldn't keep up with everything that we had. Getting Delirium wasn't too difficult in this deck. Maybe could have used another instant or 2 to help. Scorching Dragonfire obviously would be nice. But Turn Inside Out, I'm really happy that we took this first Turn Inside Out over that second Percussionist when we had that as an option. Looking at our sideboard, I don't think any of these cards would have necessarily saved us, so I think that was fine. One thing to consider, but I think this was correct. One thing that I could have considered was to try to go more of a slower route and go a 3-color deck, maybe splash for some of those Disturbing Mirths and get mana fixing and go full Jund instead of Gruul. However, that would have had a lot more tap lands, and we got a lot of free wins just by having really aggressive starts. So I don't know that that necessarily would have been correct. I think we had plenty of power in this 2-color combination. We just came up a little bit short against some superior decks. But you know what? 6-3, Duskmourn still is awesome. And I was really, really happy with how this deck played out for the most part. So, you know what? This is good stuff. And there will be more Duskmourn drafts in the horizon. But Outlaws of Thunder Junction also coming out. And then we have the Duskmourn win-a-box events that are also coming this weekend. So hopefully we can win a couple of boxes of Duskmourn and then transition over to Outlaws of Thunder Junction. And then hopefully there is an early access event, which right now I have no idea if there is one, but I would love to take part in one. The Arena team hasn't said anything yet. But you know what? I'll play Magic Online if I have to. All right, I'll play Magic Online if I have to make sure I can get some Aetherdrift in. But you know what? It's all good. Still plenty of fun things to do on Arena while we wait for the next set to come out. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, as I truly do appreciate it. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button for more daily videos just like this. If you've been enjoying this content and wanted to support the channel in another way, the Patreon is the best way to do so. That's patreon.com/paulcheon. Shout out to all of the patrons. Additionally, check out TCGplayer.com if you want to pick up some Magic the Gathering singles or sealed product. Make sure you click that affiliate link in the description below before you make any purchases. Last but not least, check out heavyplay.com for all things Magic the Gathering supplies and accessories. If you want deck boxes, playmats, sleeves, dice boxes, and more, go to heavyplay.com/paulcheon for 10% off your first order. They'll be at MagicCon. They'll be at all the SCG cons, so stop by. Go to their booth, say hi, tell them Paul sent you. You'll still get the discount there. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.